starless. Baby, that starless thing has taken me all the way out. I mean, who would have thunk starless? um, so you guys may recall on the other day we talked about Nene Leakes' interview with Carlos King on the Carlos King podcast. And Nene indicated that she felt like Kandi was overrated and overpaid on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. Now, she also called her starless, um, or not a star, I should say. She didn't quite say starless for Kandi, but she did say she wasn't a star. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, Kandi of Escape, not a star? Hmm, that's interesting. What are the star metrics these days? So anyway, Kandi last week had posted this video after the reunion, and it was a video of her saying something to the effect that sometimes you will be the victim or the villain, excuse me, in someone else's story. The audio of that, I think, also says that you, but that's okay because they're the clown in yours. In my mind, that was meant for probably either Sheree or Marlo. However, somebody else posted it on their Instagram stories and tagged Kandi. Now, I'm assuming this was shortly after the Carlos King and Nene Leakes interview, where Nene indicated that she was starless. Okay. So in this post, the person said, still got that peach though. Bling, bling, bling. Snitches is mad. And then they tagged the Kandi, and then the Kandi reposted it. Now, sometimes, listen, you gotta check the Instagram stories, baby. You got to check the stories, and the neighborhood talk was on it. Um, I mean, perfect clap back. Here's the thing: at this point in time, whether you like Kandi or not, she's on the show. Whether you like Nene or not, she's not on the show. End of story. Would it be better if they were both on the show? Absolutely. Will that likely happen? Probably not. Okay. Now, there's a variety of factors that is probably the reason for that. I do say this, though, for people who say that Kandi is boring or doesn't give anything, because I've seen that in the comments, I would happen to disagree. I think that out of everybody on the show, Kandi has probably given us the most content over the years. When you think about her story arc in concert with the rest of the ladies on the franchise, in terms of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kandi has given. You can deny that or not deny it. And Candy's also a don't start none, won't be none. So chances are likely if you don't start none with her, she's not going to be bringing you loads and loads of, argumentations and confrontations, right? But if you bring it to her, she's going to bring it back. So anyway, it's a shame because I thought that Nene and Kandi had left off on a somewhat good foot in the past year or so, but I guess not. Starless. Speaking of starless, Robin Dixon has a reason to celebrate. Oh yes, starless. Juan Dixon, okay, has been cleared. Okay, cleared. All right. So the lawsuit against Real Housewives of Potomac star Juan Dixon and Coppin State University has been dismissed. Now, you guys know that the suit was issued by a former player alleging that the assistant coach, Juan, no, not Juan, that an assistant coach had blackmailed and done some very bad things to him. I won't say what those things are because I'm on YouTube. And so I just try to make sure that I use my words. However, I will place the article in the description so you can read about the case in its entirety. Basically, with all of these things that had happened, it was alleged that Juan was told about this instance and really failed to do anything about it. So he, along with Coppin State University, had been named in this lawsuit. Okay. Now, the Baltimore Banner reported on Monday that the ruling from the Baltimore Circuit Judge Melissa K. Copeland would allow an amendment to the complaint stating we are very much at the beginning of this case. So the case is still going on. However, that's what it sounds like to me. But it does say we're pleased with the decision to dismiss all claims against Coppin State University, the University System of Maryland, the state of Maryland, Derek Carter, who is the director of athletics, and Juan Dixon. All right. She added that due to the ability for an amendment, the legal team was prevented from commenting on the specific details of the case at this time. So I noticed that when we did our recap last night of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that some people had commented asking what had gone on in the case. So I thought I would bring you guys this update because you had asked. I had seen it, but I honestly had been so not overwhelmed, but just like so intent on getting some of the stories out that I needed to get out that was a failure on my part. So my apologies. I do want to get this information to you guys because it's important if his name has been cleared or the charges have been not charges, but the case has been dismissed, right? So there's that. So I wanted to share that bit of tea with you guys because, like I said, it's important, especially in light of the news. Okay, so let's talk about Sierra and her ex-fiance, Eric. He hopped on a live with Scrappy and with Kirk, and he has some things to get off of his chesticles. So here they are, all right? And the headline reads from the Neighborhood Talk, they happen to catch this as well. Scrappy alleges that Sierra accused her ex-fiance, Eric, of abuse for a Love and Hip Hop storyline. He says basically, you'll F up someone's whole life for a TV show.
Scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances of us seeing you, Era, push through? 1 to 10.
Honestly, right now where I'm at, a 4. I felt like I was fighting for a relationship that she didn't want to fight for. Now I'm getting disrespected. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm not going to disrespect back, but sometimes I do because I'm not perfect. And now I'm the worst dude ever because I'm a man. I'm a voice. I got a voice.
No, Eric is not an abusive motherfucker at all. Like that.
Thank you.
Nigga not abusive at all, bro.
Bruce.
You hear some shit like that.
When
you watch this TV show, bro, you hear folks sit up there and lie about shit, bro. You be sitting up there like, bro, you do this for a TV show, bro. You a fuck up somebody's whole situation, whole life for a TV show, bro. That's why motherfuckers don't elevate to where they thought they was gonna go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances?
Now, it's important to note that in the comment section, Sierra chimed in and she said, he used to curse me out in front of my kids. We couldn't get along, so I left. I just want to heal, be alone, and love on me. I wish Eric the best, the very best. Never said he physically did that to me. Then she says, I never said he physically did that to me. What is going on? Now we do get a clip of some people, commenting. One person says, Sierra irks my soul. You won't break my soul. Okay, irks my soul how immature she is. Why married him secretly, then claim that, and then move out the house? You begged him to get out of pocket. You need intense therapy. Eric dodged a huge bullet. Then somebody else says, Sierra accused every man she's been with of that and bashed them online. Love and Hip Hop ATL. So the question that I have for you guys is Sierra the problem to you? Do you feel that way? Listen, it's really hard for me to really understand and gauge this situation because I feel, unless I've missed something, that we didn't see a lot of what she is telling, what they're both saying occurred. We didn't see a lot of it. So it feels to me like we're getting on the screen the after effects of whatever they said happened. So as a viewer, to me, it is really hard to form a real opinion about whatever happened with them because I didn't see it on camera, right? So it's just kind of like we're relying on he said versus she said. And in that situation, I just don't know what to think. I really don't. We have seen Sierra in several relationships on the show. Now, those situations have not worked out. Does that make them her fault? Not necessarily, but is there a pattern of the type of person she's choosing? Does she have specific patterns of behavior? I don't know. Does he have issues? He's definitely admitted to not being perfect. So, what are we to think? Let me know in the chatterization down below. I'm so interested to hear what you guys have to say. There are a lot of you that are very, very passionate about some of the storylines that happen on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And so I feel like let's talk about it. So chime down in the chatterization down below, and I will catch you in the next video.